Hey, this is Danielle over DIYDanielle.com, and today I'm going to talk about how I made a frozen art bag with a chalkboard on it. So what I did is I purchased some chalkboard fabric, which is this stuff right here. Some of this is already pieced together just because I'm in a rush because I'm trying to make it for a birthday party. So here's what I have. This is the outer fabric, which is, let's see, this is cut for 23 by 16 inches. And then I have an inner fabric, which is cut for the same size, as well as some stabilizer here. These two pockets, the first one I actually cut two pieces of this purple and just sewed them together. But I think it's better just to cut one big long piece and fold it in half and just sew across the very top to make the pocket. And then when you add your blackboard fabric, you're just going to sew on the one side. Sorry, all my sizes are in this. For the pockets, what you're going to do is you're going to cut a 22.5 by 16 piece and fold it down. The chalkboard fabric was cut to 7 inches by 12.5 inches. And then for this little pocket, this is for crayons, and I cut that piece to 4.25 by 16 inches. Actually, maybe 4.25. Let's see. Yeah, it's 4.25 folded in half, so you're going to double that. So 8.5 inches, fold it in half, sew across the top so you have a nice pocket here. And then I pin that one on so I can put it together when I put the whole bag together. The one other thing you're going to want to think about is you're going to have to cut some pieces for straps. I haven't done that yet, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I'm going to save that part till the end. So at this point, of course, I've already done my pockets, my two big pockets. I've done a little pocket here. It's not sewn on, it's just pinned. I've cut most of my fabric. I do need to iron this one big inside piece. And then once I do that, I'm going to attach the interfacing to it as well. So I'm just going to take care of this part now. And then I'll check back in. Okay. So what I also did is I cut a clear pocket. I got this at out of the remnants bin, and I've never used it before. A little nervous about it. Don't want to iron over it because I don't want to melt it. It's a little wrinkly, but I seem to smooth out a little, but we'll see. So what I did is I cut the clear plastic 4 inches by 16 inches, and then I cut a little strip of the purple fabric to match for the bottom part. And this is 2 by 16 inches. I sewed them right sides together, and I'm going to fold over and just kind of finish it off here. And this part's going to get sewn down for the bottom of the pocket on the bigger pocket. And then along the top, I'm going to use this and just finish it off. And I'll show you that in a minute.
Where'd you put the instructions?
Okay, so here I've sewed this on, and then this is pinned. So I had sewn it right sides together and then flipped it over and folded. And I'm just pinning it here, and I'm going to sew it down onto the big pocket. Okay, here it is, and what I'm going to do is I actually pinned these two last pins onto it so I have it firm on the big pocket. And I'm just going to sew right along here, and I'll probably do another line along the bottom part. And then I'm going to sew the lines for all the crayons too along this. And I'll show you a picture when I'm done. Okay, so here we are again upside down this time. So I sewed this on. And of course you got your pocket here. This will get sewn down when we put everything together. And right now I'm going to sew the lines for the crayons. I'm going to put them 1 inch apart. And the 20 represents where that is. So what I'm doing is I'm lining up my previous line with the 20 and just coming down. This one's going to be a little bit bigger because it's going to allow for some seam allowance. Actually, this might be a little small. We'll see. But I'm just going to eyeball that and go directly down. Make sure you backstitch for the last stitch just because, you know, with kids putting things in and out, it'd be really easy to rip some stitches. So this will keep it so it lasts. Okay, so here we have it. Got our pockets 1 inch apart. This one I left an even bigger seam allowance, or I made it even bigger because I didn't want to do another 1 inch and not leave enough for the seam allowance. So I figured, you know, it'll be a little bit bigger, but if she wants to put something like scissors in there, it'll probably fit. So this is ready to go. Okay, now that I have everything pretty much assembled separately, I'm going to set up my fabric and pin it so that we can go ahead and sew around and then turn it right sides out and be finished. So underneath I've got my inside fabric face up, or right sides up. I'm going to lay my pockets out exactly how I'm going to want them to appear. And then I'm going to place my outside fabric face down. So I'm got everything face, all the right sides facing, and I'm going to pin it. First I'm going to make a couple straps though, so let me get those ready. Okay, so I'm using some ribbon that I had for my straps, and each one is 16.5 inches long, so I've got 2 of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sandwich them between the fabric exactly how I'm going to want them to go. So my strap's going to look like that, but I'm going to put it inside because of course otherwise it'll be in the wrong part of my stuff. So this is pretty much how we're going to pin it, with the inside fabric over. So I'm going to do that to the other side as well with the other one. Make sure they're even, and then I'll be able to sew around the whole thing, leaving a small opening to turn and flip it right sides out after I'm done sewing. Okay, here we are, all pinned. Everyone's in there. There, I actually just spaced it 5 inches on each side away from the edges. And I'm going to leave my opening right here, I think, to turn and top stitch, because I think that would be the easiest way to do it. So I'll start here, stitch around, leaving a nice seam allowance, and stop right here. Make sure you back stitch over things like the edges of the pockets and the ribbons so that they're nice and sturdy. And when you're done and before you turn, you cut off the corners because it's easier to turn and have nice neat corners when you do that. Do it that way. Alrighty, and I'll show you what I've got when I'm done. So here we are. Trim the corners. Here's the place where I'm going to turn the fabric. And I'm going to trim a little bit of this excess, but for the most part I'm going to keep it as is and turn it to top stitch. Okay, so this is it turned right sides out. And I just need to top stitch, but I'm going to iron it a little first. I got to make sure I can't iron this and I can't iron this, so I just got to make sure to go around those parts or put something over them to protect them. Okay, so here's my final product. I added a snap right in the middle, and there it is. We got our pockets for crayons, pocket for whatever, pocket for some paper or whatever, and chalkboard. Alrighty, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's not too bad of a project. It's not the easiest project in the world, but it's definitely manageable, and I hope you guys liked my tutorial. Thanks so much. If you could subscribe, that would be awesome. I try to put a few videos up a month just showing how to do different projects that I work on. Alrighty, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.